Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl, Cia B, and the channel we talk about lots of things. The B stands for business, budget, and beauty. And today's video talks about budget. And one budget-friendly way that I like to go and relax and vacation is cruising. I am a frequent cruiser. I personally I've been on several Carnival cruises. I've been on Royal Caribbean, and I have a cruise planned for pretty soon, within the next 60, 70 days. So it got me thinking, what do I need to do in order to get ready for this cruise? And it also got me thinking, you know what? The people need to know. If they're going on a cruise, what do they need to do 60 days beforehand before you go and say bon voyage? Is that what before you say goodbye to the people on land, there's some things you have to do. So I'm going to go over those things. So first of all, you should know that planning a cruise is exciting, but there are 5 steps. I'm going to talk about 5 things you have to do. They're critical before you set sail, because missing any of these things can lead to complications, and you don't have time for that. So let's talk about 5 things I want you to do 60 days before you cruise. The first thing, make sure you check your passport. This is very, very important. And the reason why, let me also give you a little bit of transparency. How did I come up with this list? It's the list of things I need to do. I absolutely need to renew my passport. You've got to check your passport, because if your cruise has international um, destinations, your passport must be valid, I think, for 6 months beyond the end of the trip. 6 months beyond the end of the trip. So if you say, hey, you know what, I'm good. My passport doesn't expire until, you know, 4 months from now. That's not gonna work. So make sure that you take a moment today to check the expiration date. And if it's close to expiring, go ahead and start that renewal process immediately, because it takes several weeks, or even it could take months. So actually, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go ahead and do this part myself. There are sometimes expedited options, but you know what? It's always better to avoid the last minute stress. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to sign up for the VIFP program. Very important, fun person program with Carnival if you're sailing with them. So sign up for that program. You start to accumulate points, you start to accumulate perks. So you want to do that. And if you are signed up already, make sure that your account is up to date, because mine is not. I need to change my name on my account. I cruise actually twice after I got married, but you get the name change and all that stuff. So I said, you know what? Let me stop playing around with that. I want to keep all my points that I've accumulated, because I've made it up to the little gold status, but I want to also make sure that I go ahead and change my name. So I will call them in order to change your name. So if you've recently changed your name due to marriage, other reasons, you don't want to have to do a lot of explaining. You don't want any mismatched names. It could lead to issues at check-in, and you don't need all that. So take a few minutes now to log into your account, or you might need to call in order to change your name on your account. Okay. Third thing that you need to do, if you are flying into a particular place from which you're cruising, you need to go ahead and book your flights. Now, it's now's the time. If you're like 60 days out, then you're likely to find pretty good pricing and more availability. So another thing, again, from my experience, try to arrive early to your cruise destination because it would be so sad if you were left behind, if you did not make the cruise because of an airline delay, something like that. So try to, when you're booking your flight, try to be smart about when you're booking. I know I took a cruise a couple of years ago, and my friend and I, we were pushing it so close to the like they were, they had, the red carpet and everything that they were inviting people onto the ship. We were just, perusing down the little thing. They were taking the carpet up. They weren't taking people's bags up to the rooms anymore. And we were like, oh, okay. They said the ship, sails at 3:30. It's 3:05. What's the problem? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Make sure you have plenty of time to get to the boat. So that is one thing. Number four actually kind of is a spinoff from number three. Think about travel insurance. Think about travel insurance, because what if you missed your flight and you're unable to catch the cruise? That, will travel insurance cover that? Well, it seems like an optional expense, unnecessary, but sometimes it could be like a medical emergency. There could be any type of kind of unforeseen circumstance. So think about that. And 60 days out is a good time to see if you are still able to get that travel insurance. The fifth and final thing that I would say to do 60 days before you set sail is to try to prepay for any excursions, spa things, anything like that. If you're doing anything on board, it's good to go ahead and try to start to prepay for those, because you're going to get a cheaper price if you do that. And you know what? I like it, be budget. I like a cheap price, right? So think about that, because when you get on the boat, sometimes they're special, sometimes there are opportunities for you to kind of save money. But if you go ahead and purchase ahead of time, chances are you're going to get a better rate. So taking care of these 5 steps at least 60 days before your cruise ensures that you'll be ready to enjoy your vacation to the fullest. You don't want any stress, okay? A little prep now can save a lot of hassle later. Now, if this video was helpful, feel free to subscribe for more travel tips. Again, beauty, business, budget. Those are the things I talk about here. I'm a Gen Xer trying to figure it out. I'm doing a countdown to clocking out. I plan to retire in about 5 years. So I'm trying to get everything in order to do that. So that's what this channel's about. If this is of interest to you, go ahead and subscribe. So in fact, what's the first thing you're looking forward to on your cruise? Have you cruised before? What's your favorite cruise line? Talk to me about that down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a great evening. Bye.